Hello everyone and welcome to my hobby home. My name is Cathy. Thank you so much for joining me today. It is now Sunday afternoon and it is time for my weekly updates. I did not get to do one last week because I was a bit under the weather. I am a little better today, still in the process of recuperating. But I wanted to come back and tell you guys what I've gotten done. The first thing I do have completed, I did do the binding for the baby quilt that I had for my grandson. I do not have the quilt with me, but I believe I still have a picture and I will put it somewhere in one of these locations here. So I'll try to get a picture of it up there. I think I do have a picture. But I did get that completed. So that's one more project off my book. The next thing that I have an update about is my cross stitch for my grandbaby's stocking. This is currently where I'm at on the stocking. You'll probably be able to tell there's more definition in the facial structure, and now I have some colors being added into that. And this did not happen this past week. It happened a week ago. I have not done any cross stitch this week. I've gotten a very little bit of my diamond painting done. I am an affiliate for MyCraftJoy. I will have, my link is down in the description. They do, I think, latch hook kits, diamond painting. Just go check them out if you're interested in seeing what they have. I will have to say this diamond painting is the highest quality I've ever seen of diamond painting. And I've been diamond painting for years, and I love MyCraftJoy's diamond painting kits. So just check them out. I do have a link. I do receive a small commission if you purchase something off of it. But you don't have to purchase anything. Just go check them out, though. They do have supplies for diamond painting kits. They have your little wands, your wax, storage containers. That is what I do that MyCraftJoy has, and I love their diamond painting kit. I will post a picture of my kit right here, of my full kit, so you can see what the total picture looks like, so you can just see how detailed it is. It is a custom diamond painting kit, which is they take a picture that I sent them and made it into a kit. So check them out. So my next project that I am working on is, I have several things that's going on right now, and I have some notes here. Now, let me give you a little thing. I did a shopping haul with 1-2-3 Stitch, and I said there was something I was missing in it. That did take a minute to get that out of that plastic, but it's a ring holder. It opens. You can put your bobbin on that. Now, right now I have my threads in a Doris bobbin holder box. That takes up a lot of room. Now, I probably will have to keep this project in that box because it's got a lot of threads. Now, I have used the same bobbin boxes since I was young and started cross stitching. This is the box, and you can see how yellowed it is. This is an old box. I'll show you how I keep my threads. These are the ones that I'm not currently using. These are the ones I'm working with, or the ones that still have some floss that I can use. But that's just how I keep my threads on projects. And as you can tell, all of the threads in this box are threads I'm using for the stocking. But I thought this would make it easier to travel with. Just put them all on this I had done that once before and I just got out of it because I started using or making bigger projects that needed more thread, and it don't take much to fill one of these rings up. But that was the item that was not in my shopping haul, but there it is. The next thing, this is an ongoing project. This is my I See Stars Quilting Sew Along project. If you've seen any of my videos that I did with the I See Stars, I think I did one that released yesterday. And I'm just sewing on it. I will tell you, this quilt has six separate blocks. The first one is just a background, solid background. The second one, let me get my pattern out, which I'm not going to share the name of the pattern, but I'm just getting to the front page that tells me the names of the blocks and how many I'm going to have and all the good stuff, you know. Okay. So, my block A, I'll have to flip through these. My block A is the background. So, let me see how many backgrounds I have. Okay, well, it doesn't tell me on that one, but for this size, I cut 108. That, just so you know, that's 108 of those. My block B is a quarter square triangle, which is this. Now they're just pressed and thrown in a stack here. They're not stacked nice and neat and pretty. So this is my block B. It's a quarter square triangle. And once it is all said and done, I have 56 of these. My block C is the next block that I have completed. It is a quarter square triangle with 2 colors. So it's an hourglass. Now for this one, I have 18 blocks. I am working on block D, which is a quarter square triangle with 2 colored triangles on the same half. Now, I have not started cutting these. Well, first thing you have to do is make half square triangles. So I've got my half square triangles done, and I can tell you how many this is. I have 30 half square triangles. My next step will be to make the quarter square triangles with 2 colors on the same side. Here's my background. I've got some lines drawn on this. But this will be block D. I will end up with 60 of those blocks. Now I have some more of this background. This is a different size than that first one. And then I have these. These are my colored pieces, my color squares that I have. And these two are the same size. But that is going to be, I'm not telling the name of the pattern. I'm not telling anything about it other than that is my I See Stars Quilting Mystery Quilt. So y'all hang with me. I will be sewing more on that this next week. And so that's it for that quilt. The next thing I have to get my notes here, because I have some things that I didn't pull out that I do want to talk about. This is my Cotton Cuts Carnival box. Now, Carnival, we got our Clue 9, and I did complete Clue 9. I'm going to open this up. Yes. I keep all of my clues in this box. I'll pull them out and show you here how I do that. It's real easy. The clues come in these little plastic bags. And once I've sewn it, I just put the clue and the the clue and the sewn project back in the bag. And I have all of them here in this one case. So when it comes down to it, I will have all my clues together, and all I'll have to do is mark if it's, say, like clue 3A or 3B. I'll be able to do that. Now, in clue 9, we had 4 pieces that we were making. We made 2 of this block, and then we made 2 of this block. And next month, we will be receiving our 10th and final clue for the carnival. I believe that is going to have our finishing instructions with it as well. I'm really excited to get it. I'm really excited to see what it is. This is the first puzzle mystery quilt I have ever completed. I will have Cotton Cuts information down in the description. I am not an affiliate. I am not an ambassador. I am just a quilter or a sewer or whatever you want to call me. That I really thought, you know, hey, this is going to be great. It's pre-cut. All I have to do is choose the colorway. They've got all the fabrics cut for me. They send me my instructions once a month. I do also do the monthly. I do not pay for it all at one time. It's better for my budget to break it down monthly. Now, if you do want to pay it all at one time, they will send all of your fabric at one time, and then they will email your clue to you once a month. I am at the mercy of the Postal Service since I do mine once a month. So, you know, sometimes I get my clues on time. Sometimes they're a little late. I did see another fellow YouTuber has not received their clue number 9 as of like a day or 2 ago. So hopefully he's got his now. But that is my Cotton Cuts Carnival. This is my Cotton Cuts Tree of Life. See, I've got my little sticker there. I did receive my clue number 3 for this one. Now, this was the one that was 7 days behind on shipping. Now, my clue number 3, I am Team Woodland. And we got our clue number 3. Making sure this is clue number 3. I am doing the large on the Tree of Life. The carnival, I'm doing the small. But we were to do 4 units for clue number 3. So I have 2 of this unit. And I have 2 of this unit. Now this is our Tree of Life. We're on clue number 3 of 10. So we have, you know, quite a few more of this one. Now I also do this one monthly. So I will receive my clues monthly. And for those that, you know, there it's a financial thing. It is quite expensive if you do it all at one time. The carnival I pay I think $19.25 a month. That's for the small one. And you think though for 10 months that's $192. And for my Tree of Life, I think I pay $30.50 for it a month. But that's okay because it's going to be a large one. And I'm fine with that. The next puzzle mystery quilt I have been told is called Wild West. I may sit this one out just so I can catch up on some other things. I don't know it. It is all dependent on the colorways. I may just see one and just be like, oh, I really want to do that one. But I'm not real sure. I may not though. So that is those things. I'm checking my list here to see what I need to do. What I'm telling you about. Pretty poinsettia. I have worked on that. I have not this week, though. I did do one more section of the pretty poinsettia. I did receive some information on how to do it, and I'm pretty certain I just need to cut some additional fabrics. So, that being said, that's going to be a very slow work in progress. I'm going to mark that off. Creative Notions. I do still have the Barn Star blocks to finish. That's going to be my grandbaby's quilt. I'm thinking when the Cotton Cuts Carnival ends next month, that is when I will probably pick up my Creative Notion blocks and start working them. But I will be finishing the Barn Star ones before I start the next series of blocks for them. Okay, now this I had mentioned back in a prior video about something that I'm changing how I'm going to do it. It is the Moto-Block head blocks. They release a new block every Wednesday, so there's going to be like, I know at least 30. I think it's going to be at least 30 blocks for the Moto-Block head. I do, blockhead is blockhead 5, number 2. Because they had, number 1 was at the end of last year. This is the second group 2. I do not need 30-something blocks that I'm aware of. I do the 12-inch block, so they're, you know, pretty good size block. So I don't think I'm going to need a 12-inch, 30-something block. I may not. I may do a large quilt and do one of each block. But what I'm thinking of doing is picking like some cornerstone blocks, like 4 blocks for the corners, and then make a design with other blocks. You know, pick like 5 blocks and do it that way. I am going to be using the French General Chateau de Chantilly fabrics along with some solids to make this quilt. I will be making that quilt. But I think what I'm going to do, instead of doing every single block, now like I said, this is just a thing. This is not set in motion yet. I may go in and start doing every one of the blocks. I don't know. Because I do love them. There are some blocks that I really think are fabulous. They're beautiful. But I may even do some alternating sizes. Like, I can do the smaller block and do 4 of them, and it be the same size as one large block. So, I don't know. I haven't really decided yet what I'm going to do, how I'm going to do it. I don't know yet. That could end up being like a scrappy put together quilt, but I don't know. I'm not doing the weekly blocks as of right now. I've put that on hold, but I will be resuming it once I get other things kind of smoothed out. I have too many big projects going on right now. I have the I See Stars Quilting big project. I still have the pressed flowers. I have not yet gone through my fabrics to see what I need to order. I will be doing that sometime this week. I thought I was going to do it last week, but I was under the weather and was not able to. So this week, I think I will still be at home this week. I was told that it could take 4 to 6 weeks to fully recuperate. But I'm hoping after week 2, I can go back to work. I would love to go back to work tomorrow or today, the day you're seeing this. I would love to go back, but I know that would be pushing myself too soon possibly. And like this morning, I woke up and I thought, oh man, I am feeling great. I had a great turnaround over the weekend. I was feeling great. That was before I got out of bed, though. And I thought, well, let me take my phone to the office and let me charge it. Before I got to my office, I was so out of breath. I was like, nope, I need to start listening to my body and not my brain. Because my brain tells me I can do all kinds of things. My brain is that little naughty friend in the background saying, let's do this, the one that gets you in trouble. Well, I'm not falling for it. So I am going to still be taking it easy. I can sew a little bit as long as I don't talk too much. When I do my sewing videos, it is highly edited because I do take rest breaks in it. So another thing that I have going on is the brown bag mystery quilt. Let me see here. Let me get my, I've got something right here for it. It is from So Let's Be Quilty. Got my Happy Mail here. I got my clue. I've got to do this week. I'm excited to do it. I haven't even finished cutting my fabric out, so that's another quilt I have going on. So let me give you a rundown of the quilts I have going on. I have my Craftsman. I've got to bind it. Once I bind it, that one will be done. At the long arm, I have my Starly quilt. Once it gets back, I'll have to bind it, and that one will be done. I have my press flowers. I've got to get the remainder of the fabrics to finish it, and then send it to the long arm, and when it comes back, I'll need to bind it and be finished with that. Then I have my I See Stars Quilting quilt that's right here that I'm working on currently. But of course, my goal is to finish the top by the 22nd of April and get it to the long arm, and hopefully I can have it back by May 22nd, because that's our cutoff time for our deadline to have our quilts, you know, the images sent to Christen and for judging. And so this is the main quilt I'll be working on right now. I will be working on this, and I love the colors. I love the fabrics. I've never done a quilt like this, ever. So this is a first for me. This is my second sew along I've done with Christen. I've done a retreat with Christen. I've done the Brave Challenge with Christen. And now I'm doing the patchwork poetry sew along with Christen. And I'm going to tell you, if you don't know who Christen is, go check her link out. It's down in my description. Love her. Love her work. Just love her vibe. She's absolutely amazing. I want to keep y'all updated on everything I have going on. But right now, I'm going to kind of hone it in to my I See Stars Quilting quilt. And I'm going to keep calling it that. My patchwork poetry quilt. That's what I'm going to call it. Because I want to do a reveal at the end of it for you to see the actual quilt. So, I don't want to give anything away before then, though. So, I think that is it for you guys. As far as I know, I don't have anything new coming down the turnpike. I do have some projects back here that I do want to get on to. But right now, I'm super focused on my patchwork poetry quilt. And I'm going to push and try to get that done. I do know that the lady that does my long arming for me, she's been out of town. I think she had a quilt show or something to do. And she came back in, I think, yesterday or today. So, my other quilt may be getting done pretty soon. So, I should be seeing it pretty soon. But yeah, guys, that's it. I've always got a lot going on my table. I like to stay busy. So, if you like this type of video, give me a thumbs up. If you've not yet subscribed, please do. It does help my channel grow. Leave a comment. Tell me what you've got going on your table. Do you have a lot of projects like I do Am I the only one? I think there's a lot of us out there that has lots of projects going on. I do try to respond to each and every comment personally. And as always, until I see you again, have a very blessed day. Goodbye.